This is Emmanuel here at the College and Career Fest at Sayre High School with Rep. Eamon Brown. Eamon, why don't you introduce yourself to everybody, let everybody know who you are and what you do here for our city.
Hey, I'm State Representative Eamon Brown, and I am one of the representatives who represent part of Philadelphia in the state of Pennsylvania. My district is the 10th Legislative District, which is West Philadelphia and parts of Center City, Logan Square.
Why don't you tell us more about this event and the importance of having community gather around college and career for our students in the city?
Man, so this event stems from me growing up in a fatherless home, in a household where my mother didn't have these conversations with us. So I feel like it is my duty as a representative of the people to get these conversations started and to bring these resources to my hood. Like, I went to Sayre High School back when it was a middle school, but you know, these things are important to me because I needed it as a child, and I know the difference in several people's lives if they would have had this access. So it's my job to bring it to the people.
Man, that's awesome. And speaking about your job to bring resources to the people, let's talk about your career. I think a lot of people don't. I think you can elaborate a bit about that, and also like what made you choose this? Like, how did you even get to this path?
Man, honestly, man, this joint chose me. You know, so you know, several years back, there was an opportunity that came up, and so I came from the private sector, small business, serial entrepreneur. But then I always had my love for serving. Ever since I was a kid, I was shoveling snow, going to the store for seniors, and just doing something for my community. And a lot of what we do, like the book bag giveaways, the food, putting food banks in food insecure communities, that come from me and my family not having access. Our neighborhoods didn't have access to fresh produce and fresh foods. So we're bringing it right to you, so you don't have to go too far. And especially in these crazy times right now when inflation, the cost of inflation is so high, we have to help the families in a non-legislative way. You know, even though I'm a state representative, I'm a lawmaker, you know, I'm still a leader, and it is my job to lead, and that's to help families at all costs.
Gotcha. And so you mentioned a little bit that you was an entrepreneur before you were in the private sector, and there was like a breadcrumb into service, which is at your heart, and led you into the state legislature. Did you go to school for that, for business, or like what? Yes. Where'd you go to school? And what?
Yeah, so I went to community college.
Okay.
And I majored in early childhood education.
Oh wow!
So being working with children was always my passion.
Okay.
So from there, I went ahead and opened up a chain of child care centers and after-school programs and summer camps. And then, you know, that's when this happened. You know, it was like, so I gave all of that up to do this. So now I'm a full-time serviceman.
Word. So community college. I think right now we're living in a time where people are like, I think community college is becoming a lot more popular than back in the day.
Yeah.
Can you just speak to the importance of a community college? I went to community college while I was in high school. I can say a lot, but this is the focus on you. But if you could say like just a couple of things about community college.
Man, community college is for everyone, right? You can be a 65-year-old individual who finally say, you know what, I want to go back to school. Go to community college. You can be a mother of 5, mother of 6. They have schedules that can fit your schedule so you can get that thing done. And they don't rush you to get it done. Just because it's a community college don't mean you got to get it done in 2 years. You can take your time, but you know, like, you shouldn't rush furthering your education. And so that's what I think, man. You know, community college is timeless. I'll say that.
What made you choose that degree? Like, what led you there?
Well, man, you know, just having a similar background as the young people in the community. You know, I think it's important that African American males are involved in childcare, whether it's early childcare education, whether it's elementary school, whether it's middle school or high school. Black men need to be present in these facilities, in these buildings, because the reality is there's not a lot of black men in these homes, right? Especially in my hood. You know, so that's what called me to it, right? And so me giving, you know, me being the face and the voice of the folks of the neighborhoods where I come from, now that means everything to me, and I'm here to stay.
Word, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate that. What's your favorite college memory?
Man, real talk? Yo, them refund checks. Yo, them refund checks came through like no other, man. I done bought remember my first refund check, I bought a Buick Regal. And I tinted that joint out. Yeah, that's one of them.
Okay.
And then I had one of my math professors, I can't remember his name right now, but one of my math professors, you know, he was telling me about how the current job that he had teaching, he did it because he loved it. He didn't do it because he was making money. So I'm like, well, how do you make money? And then that's when he taught me about stocks and things like that. Yeah, so that's the second one, yeah.
Okay, that's dope. Mentorship is definitely key, super important. All right, we're gonna let you off the hook with this last question.
Hey, man.
If you could say, not a question, but you know, if you could say one thing to your high school self, what would that be?
I would say wake up early and get to school because you never know what you missed out on, right? My attendance was horrible, right? And I regret that every single day. Even though now I'm an on-time person, but it took me a while to get out of that because I was accustomed to being late because I didn't have that structure in my household that was making me be a man and be on time and make my bed when I get up. You know, so there's things that if I had the opportunity to do it over like that, I would do over. I would be to school on time. I would wake up every morning and make my bed so when I come home to it, you know, that's like I start my day with completing a task. You know what I mean? So I would say that.